family away from my Carolina home. Had dreams about the West and started to roam. 6 long months on a dust-covered trail. They say heaven's at the end, but so far it's been hell. And there's fire on the mountain, lightning in the air, gold in them hills, and it's waiting for me there. We were digging and shifting 5 to 5, selling everything we found just to stay alive. Gold flowed free like the whiskey in the bars. Sinning was the big thing, Lord, and Satan was a star. And there's fire on the mountain, lightning in the air, gold in them hills, and it's waiting for me there. And blood lined the streets. Men were shot down for the sake of having fun, or just to hear the noise of their 44 guns. And there's fire on the mountain, lightning in the air, gold in them hills, and it's waiting for me there. Now my widow, she weeps by my grave. Tears flow free for her man couldn't save. Shot down in cold blood by a gun that carried fame, all for the useless and no good, worthless claim. And there's fire on the mountain, lightning in the air, gold in them hills, and it's waiting for me there. And there's fire on the mountain, lightning in the air, gold in them hills, and it's waiting for me there.
Hey, YouTubers and friends, how are you all doing tonight? Totally awesome, I hope. I'm doing well. It's another Tuesday night with my good friend Toledo Jess and our sister Angela. Rose. Sorry. And our special guest, Chad from Deepwoods Prospecting. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Hey, YouTubers and friends. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Tuesday Night Hangout Live with Toledo Jess, Dano, the Treasure Vixens, and I. Boy, Angela, you've sure changed.
Oh, yeah, I went through a
Oh, talk
transformation.
about a blonde moment. Gee whiz, sister, I'm sorry.
Oh, all's forgiven.
That was more like you had an air pocket in your brain.
Yeah.
Hey, it happens. I was out in the hot sun all day, just working hard and sweating, and I didn't get enough coffee in me throughout the whole day. So,
That sounds like a potato excuse.
hey, now, watch your mouth. If that was the case, I'd be blaming it on Donald Trump.
Yeah. Okay.
How are all of you fine people out there tonight?
Hey, are we live yet?
Well, yes, sir. We've been live.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, we actually came on right about 8.
So let's quit jibber jabbering here and just say hi to our chat room here.
Might have just saying hello.
Hello. Hey, look.
We're having a Jersey History Hunter raid.
There we are. I see that B. Higgles is here. Reg LaBelle. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Don Metal, the Metal Detective, Mark Thomas, Drum Detect, good to see you, Joel, Amethyst Angel, hello, Teresa's Treasure Hunting.
Hit B Explorer, Heavy Metals Detective,
Moto Mining and Brewer Prospecting.
Pinger, what's up, Pinger?
Ron F. Some guy keeps saying call in.
Wilder dude.
Yeah, he's
such a pain.
You need a new line, Brian, buddy. No, I hope all's well in Nome, Alaska.
David, one more ping. What's up?
We have Digging with Deej.
Reg.
Our buddy Wally.
JP
Lester, what's up?
Good to watching see you, Wes.
I know that I saw Mrs. JP a little bit earlier.
Yeah, Mark Miller.
She was in there. Cool Arrows Gold, welcome.
Oh, you know who I saw in here earlier too?
Smith's Gold.
Yes.
Our buddy Smith's Gold. Great guy.
Mrs. JP and the Bulldog.
Heavy Meadow Detective.
Paul Davis.
Oh, and
my kitchen is full of mining equipment.
We have Jocelyn Jackie from our local Speedway store.
Oh, that's
good to see you. Maybe Monty's in here too. He's also works at the local Speedway. It's always great to see you locals in here. Besides our regulars, Hello.
Someone's got to get their phone.
Dave's not here, man.
It's just a conversation piece. Don't worry about
it. Okay. Old dog. Good to see you. A lot of your friends, Rose, have missed you.
I'm
Yep.
sorry I haven't been here, guys. I'm so sorry. I've just been a little under the weather.
It happens, sis. It happens.
Unpaved
Jody?
Explorer, how are you tonight?
I
Welcome.
I met Unpaved Explorer at the Swank West property.
Did you?
Yeah, really good guy. Really good guy.
Very cool. Okay, I got Ron F. What's up?
The Magnetic Squatch.
Yep.
Let
Gold
me
Digger
see.
3.
Our
I
good
said-
friend and brother, California Gold Rush, says Deepwoods times Flash equals gold.
Oh,
Right
boy.
on. Ayou right, huh, brother?
Yeah. All right.
Oh,
Jelly
did we say hello to the greatest moderator in the world?
Mr. Lodak.
Mr. Lodak.
And then if Nancy is in here, she's a pretty top-notch mod too. But I want to congratulate our friend Deej from Digging with Deej for reaching 4,000 subs.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Very good. BC Treasure Trails.
Brockton Magnet Fisher, what's up?
Brockton Magnet Fisher.
Brockton, good to see ya. I also saw Jason, the Magnetic Squatch, in here. It's good to see all of you. B. Higgles. And Lester Lepore Sr. It's good to see you, buddy.
Hey, Benzo, what's up?
Benzo Bro. Oh, our Australian friends are starting to walk in. Terry Marshall, good to see ya. Oh, Andy Thrax hit 30K a while back. Cool.
Nice.
He
Look at
gets
that.
some good gold and he puts out some good material too.
Brewers Prospecting, welcome.
Right on. Is Dano packing? No, Dano's playing tour guide to 3 companies at work that are doing a walkthrough. Yes, phenomenal content Andy puts out, Adam, and he's a really cool guy too. It was fun having Andy on our show. Oh, that's cool.
What's up?
Still got to finish last night.
We got another decent sized crew going out west again. Dano's leading the pack.
Right, right. Would have liked to made it again this year, but going to Mama's.
Yeah.
How much longer till you get to see her?
September.
Right on, that's right around the corner.
Her party's on the 25th. So, not sure how I'm getting there yet. Either flapping my arms, hopping a jet airplane, or driving. So,
Adam says he'll be out there in September.
well, you'll be in California, not Washington, brother. So, I'm just going out for one reason only. Now, if I could get a gold pan wet, that'd be a miracle, but that's not why I'm going out. So,
I'm ready to go back to California.
Oh, I bet.
Second back.
It's yeah.
BC Trails. Hey, hey.
Jess, I think it's a wonderful place to visit. That's what I always say about California. It's a wonderful place to visit.
Well, when I lived there, it was a great place to live, but
Same here.
I wouldn't live where I grew up anymore. No, I'm glad I left. Smith Gold, love you, brother. Maybe if I grew up in the Big Valley, up by where my brother is, or where you are, and Gary, I'm not sure about the sack though. Sorry, Todd. But if I lived where Bennett lives, I would love that. So,
His piece of property.
California Gold Rush said Chad needs to go back. January, Chad.
Yes.
yeah, that's who Chad was out there with last year.
Actually, this year, the beginning of this year.
Well,
Was that-
yeah, true. January, wasn't it? February, January?
Bring our guest in, Ed.
Oh, I guess so. I guess so. After all, he is our guest. Let me pin you up. Oh, it's doing that again. I can't pin him up.
What?
I'm unpinnable.
I don't know. Well, I updated, you know, updates for all this stupid crap.
His?
Beep. And I did an update and now I can't pin my guests. It just comes up a black screen. And no one wants to see a black screen.
Is it just a
So,
black screen for you, or does everybody watching also see the black
well,
screen?
if it's a black screen for me, it's going to be a black screen for everybody.
I'm watching it on my daughter's tablet, and it went black screen.
I gotcha.
So it'd be a black screen for all. So that sucks. But Chad's that guy right there from Deepwoods Prospecting. And I believe you're a Carolina boy, right?
Yep. South
Uh,
Carolina.
South Carolina.
Now, if I recollect right, it was South Carolina that had the first gold rush with the Reed's mine, right? Or was that North Carolina?
Not sure right off. I don't want to say and then be wrong. So.
All right, all you Carolinians down there, where was the Reed's mine and where was the first gold rush 20 years prior to the California gold rush?
Somebody
North Carolina. Thank you.
Carolina.
Thank you, Painter.
North.
North
David
Carolina, North Carolina, North Carolina. I knew it was a Carolina, but
17.
I've seen some of that nice Carolina gold. I've seen some of that nice Georgia gold.
Hey, what's up, Ron?
Ah. There's some Carolina gold right there. Hey, run for the hills. I don't know what I did to my voice last year, but ever since then, I don't know. Hey, Tidewater. I wish I could pin you up.
I'm going to dump this out so we can see it a little better.
Okay, sounds good. See, it'd be nice if I could pin you up. Wonder if I give it a second, if it would actually show you. I'm gonna experiment here, everybody.
Well, just real quick, everybody. Tidewater says he's 16 subs away from 1,000. If you haven't been over to his channel, Tidewater Magnet Thrower,
Oh yeah.
go on over there, get him over that 1,000 for us. So
Yeah, let's get him to 1,000 tonight.
1,000 tonight.
Yeah.
Live.
Well, looks like it's not coming up.
No.
No.
No,
Oh well.
that's bites. That's
I can do
bite.
this.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
nice.
look at that. There's a nice smile in your pan. That's a big old grin.
Goodness. Oh my goodness.
Some Carolina
South
gold.
North Carolina and Georgia gold. Mixed.
Nice. Nice.
It all looks about the same.
We just smelled it down.
Our friend
See you.
Audra is in the house. Hi, Audra.
Hey, Audra.
Dude, it'd be cool if she could make Flash Bash.
That's why you need a pocket claw. right there. Because
Right.
you can take that gold out of that round pan, put it in a pocket claw, and you can literally pour that back into your jar.
Oh
Using
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I just take one of these and
Yeah. Oh no, I understand.
just. The stickers work great for multiple reasons. They ain't just looks.
They just for looks. So let's get you started with how long you been prospecting?
2 years.
2 years. You just started prospecting. What got you into it?
Well, my grandpa used to do it a little bit back in the day, and I just remember him all the time talking about going out and prospecting and stuff, but I never really got into it because I was young. I wanted to go play with my friends, you know.
Right.
And then eventually I was like, I'm going to check this out. So I got on Facebook and was like looking for a gold page or somewhere close to me, you know, somebody that might know something about it. So I got on there and I was friends with somebody that's friends with somebody else. And I made a post and said, hey, I want to learn how to gold pan. Is there anyone that'd teach me? And then this guy named Rob Mitchum, which is like the gold father out here. And he pretty much sent me a GPS into the woods and was like, meet me here. And I was like, all right, cool. So I walked down to the middle of the woods to meet some random stranger I ain't never met in my life. And he taught me how to gold pan.
Nice.
That's my day one right there.
So you said your grandfather used to do it. There?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Supposedly there is a gold mine on my grandparents' land. It's like a old like
Ooh.
mine, but I've never found it. I've been out there a couple times. I found a little bits of gold here and there, but my mom, dad, grandma, and my grandpa all said that there was one there. My mom even said she walked into it. But I was like, where's it at? She's like, oh, it's back there. I go look and never find it. But
Wow. For me, that sounds like a good reason to check into LiDAR.
He said, oh, it's over there.
Matt, the prospecting geologist,
Right.
Matt Hosper, he dredges Virginia a lot. He's really good at LiDAR, and he could hook you up.
yeah, I need to get up with him on that because who knows? I mean, there could have been. I mean, my mom, dad, and everybody swears by it. So I mean, I've went out in the wintertime and poked with rods trying to find a cave, you know, that it might have been they caved it in so nobody go in it. Because I mean, we were all real young and we found out about it, and he's like, "Oh no, y'all ain't going off in that cave."
Yeah, one more pan says, gotta keep searching. Paul Davis says, I'll help you find it.
Oh right.
I'll find it. But no, seriously, you get LiDAR over that area, and it's going to show you where you're going to see depressions. It may be covered up for sure, and if it's not, maybe just covered up with growth around it, so you really can't see it. Using LiDAR and cut right through that, and if I had a situation like that where I had the ability to, you know, where that was a possibility, it'd be worth whatever charge that. I don't know what Matt charges to do that.
I don't know, but Adam just posted up, everyone, Google interactive map of your state. Some states put the LiDAR out for free.
Oh, cool. Nice. Thanks, Adam.
I doubt Illinois does that.
What was that?
I doubt Illinois does it for free.
Does Illinois do anything for free?
Nothing for free. Tax you. They tax you for free.
Well, if you work, they tax you to death. If you're lazy, they give it all to you.
If you're a property owner, they tax you to death.
Business
Yeah,
owner.
no, that's probably not going to be a really inexpensive thing to get into. LiDAR, you know, has to do with, you know, using drones, but bigger drones with a little bit heavier equipment. to carry the LiDAR imaging?
Well, you can. Well, yeah, drones.
I got a Mavic Mini. I don't think that'll carry it. But I don't know.
You know, hey, I imagine you can spend as little as a couple $1,000s to as much as.
Maybe a Phantom. A Phantom might carry it.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Yeah, my little Mavic, man, that thing goes everywhere.
Right. But like Adam said, hell, I would check out Google first, see if there's anything available. That your drone?
I mean, it's big as my head, the bag. So, I mean, it's
They're
lightweight.
nice little drones, so.
I about knocked all my gold off this pan. We'll put that over there.
Yeah.
Face flat.
Yeah, would hate to have you vacuuming out your car upholstery if I can get all your gold.
Probably like the first year in, I had everything in a glass jar. And I didn't think about it. My knife was in my pocket too.
No.
And back and busted in my pocket. Man, I had a hard time getting all that.
That's
I had to pay in pocket lint, all kinds of stuff. Sheetrock dust from work, insulation.
I would have cut that pocket off and burned it in my pants.
I've had vials of gold break and stuff, and it's just like, oh man. I took one in my lunch bag in a netted part in front, and then got home and I go take it out, and all there is a lid with broken glass, and I'm like, oh great.
Hey, what's up, GPU? Well, if you'd have been here on time, you'd know that Dan was at work tonight.
Right. Hey, Ottis Farris. I'd like to thank the super chatter. We had a super chat from Brockton, Magnet Fisher, and Hippie Explorer. Thank you too very much. Had a quick break in here, so I took it. Sorry.
you mentioned
David Villa says Miles can't take the dryer tumbling either.
So now if I have it out, it stays in my snuffer bottle or in a plastic vial.
Oh, plastic vials, or what did you? Josh,
I got a plastic vial.
What is it called? That holds the glass vials, that little plastic case.
Oh, vial bolts, yeah, those
Yep.
come in handy.
Look at this. Look at this right here. All right, there's my jar. We got a pain reliever bottle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It
There
fits
you
right in.
go.
Nice and protected.
Yeah. A single vial volt right there.
Oh yeah. Got your headache right here. You can have your little headache medicine in case you get a headache, and you go.
Right?
Wouldn't it be funny if you ever got
Flaps,
served
too. With the bill on top.
police officer and he's digging through your stuff and he opens that up and he sees that little black vial and he thinks he's onto something and then he pulls it.
Oh yeah.
Now what's this?
And
You
before
better.
he even opens it, he tosses you to the ground, handcuffs you.
Then go out and
Opens
ram
it.
a gold in there or something.
one of the most addictive substances on this planet right there.
Right, yeah, no doubt about that. It's too funny.
So you said you had both Carolina and Georgia gold in there. Are you traveling back and forth right now?
Well, I live in South Carolina in Anderson, and North Carolina is about 3 hours and 3.5 hours, and Georgia's, I mean, right next door to me. It takes an hour to get to where I go out there, so I just hop back and forth, just shoot all over California. I've been to Vermont, Georgia, North Carolina, Tennessee. Eventually, I'm going to make it other places. I'm just taking a little break right now.
Where are some of those places you plan on making it to?
I want to go to British Columbia here soon. That's one thing I kind of want to do. I like it out there. The scenery is awesome
Yeah, it is.
for myself, but from what I've seen on YouTube videos, I mean, it's awesome looking out there.
Well, I used to live just a ferry boat ride away from Moto Mining and Andy Thrax and Polly. I used to I miss Washington. Beautiful country. Next door neighbor to beautiful British Columbia. And there's some good gold and platinum up there too.
I'm gonna say hi to.
I'm gonna take this full time and just travel and do it, but
Yeah.
I gotta work up to that.
Right. I think we
Yeah.
all
Oh,
plan
we
that.
got to work up to it. I'm gonna say
Yeah.
hi to Judy Mosby, who just came in, and what's somebody else? Who was it? Wait a minute. I'll find it.
Sheila Cummins,
Yes, Sheila.
Terry
Welcome.
Curry.
Terry. Yep.
Ottis says, "Come home, Ed." Man, I would, but the cost of living, I'm working on September, as you know, brother.
Yeah,
Ottis sounds like my oldest boy. Come on. If
I'm
it
trying
was
to catch up
so,
on these comments and see what's
if,
up, everybody.
if it was that easy.
yeah, no kidding.
So, when you're looking for this gold, what is your process? What are you doing? Are you dredging? Are you shoveling into pans?
It just really depends on where I go to. I mean, there's places we can dredge out here. Like I'm a member on Weekend Gold Miners. I mean, I could go out there. A lot of these like mine places around here, I mean, they allow public to come in. You know, you pay your fee and you can do that. Or I just go out to forestry. I can't dredge in forestry areas, so I just run my pan. And I mean, some forestry areas I can run a sluice, some I can't. I mean, I just got a geological interest ticket out in my hometown because I didn't know I had to have a permit there. So
Yeah. How much is a geological interest ticket, if you don't mind me asking?
$350.
Oh.
How much is a permit?
Oh, it's free.
Oh, well, you better get that permit, brother.
I went to court about it, and the judge was like, I ain't got time for people playing in the creek. And she dropped it, so I didn't have to pay it.
Right on, that worked out for you.
I walked in and she was like, "Are you the gold panner?" I was like, "Yep."
You got time for this, huh? That's good.
Yeah, I wish it was a lot of other people felt that way.
Well, you know.
Out here, I mean, it's not a lot of people do this out this way. Because, I mean, nobody thinks there's gold here. I mean, literally nobody. There's a lot of people. I'll show people gold, and they'll be like, "Where'd you find that?" I was like, "Here in South Carolina." They're like, "There ain't no way you found that in South Carolina." I'm like, "Yeah, it's everywhere out here. You just got to find it."
Wow.
Yep. That's the same thing here in Ohio. People, when you tell people you find gold here in Ohio, they look at you like, yeah, right.
I mean, in my hometown, I used to live in Walhalla, South Carolina, in the mountains, and I never even back when I didn't get into gold pan, I never even knew there was gold there until after I got into gold pan, and then realized there was a lot of gold out there.
Well, so you were mentioned earlier too that your grandpa was doing it. Then you didn't really get into it. But what got you back into it as an adult? I mean,
Just
being bored or
YouTube videos. I came across one day, and I think it was Andy Thrax Mining. I think that's who it was. My first video I seen of like gold mining, like out prospecting and running machinery and just sluices and panning and all that. And then I started clicking into it and watching other videos. I was like, you know what? I'm going to give it a shot. That sounds like it'd be pretty fun.
So has it been fun?
I haven't stopped yet.
Right on.
I got like 75, 76 videos on YouTube on my channel, and I drop one every weekend.
So did your YouTube channel start the same time your mining did? I mean, is that like, did they actually start together?
My YouTube's only been up a year.
Okay.
I didn't start video until like a year ago.
Oh, okay.
So the first year I was kind of like learning everything and figuring everything out. So.
Are you enjoying the YouTube life? Do you like it?
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I'm waiting until I hit that 1,000.
Oh, you'll get there before too long.
A little road, but hey, it's a fun road.
Yes.
Then it starts snowballing after that. Then you grow like the treasure vixens. Which
There you go.
I'm happy for you, Rose.
Thank you very much. Thank you. We're pretty close to 8,000 now.
Nice.
Yep.
Well, hi, Nikki. Let's see her come in. Yep, there's Nikki's sticker.
I'm a sticker flasher, Chad. I'm sorry.
I'm a sticker head. I love stickers.
Yeah, they're addicting. They're as addicting as gold is sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I love stickers, and I'm getting to be an old man.
You missed out on the sticker shirt, dude. Hey, we had a raffle here for a sticker shirt.
Well, we have another one. Remember, that was paid it forward, and they wanted us to do it again. We just haven't started it.
We haven't done it yet.
It's hanging up right over there.
Oh, nice.
But, yeah, I love stickers, but plaster them.
I gotta send you a few of these too.
Oh yeah.
It's probably backwards, but I'm sorry.
No, it's right.
It was right.
Right on. Do me a favor, send at least like 5, because I have the Vixens, I have Dano and Jesse and me. Well, looks I'm getting some packets, so looks like I'll be giving away some sticker bundles before too long.
Brewers Prospecting, yeah, you can pick one up. Just email me. We'll just at AOL.com.
Yeah, AOL.
You started saying it AOL because you know we're gonna tease you.
Or you could email it here and I'll forward it over to him. Brewers. So yeah, that was the brainchild of Mark Miller.
My bad. I'm going back and forth looking at the video, and
Yeah, it's gonna be
at the same time I'm trying to read comments. And
it's nice that you are able to see the comments though. But if anybody sends you a question, we'll ask you.
Oh yeah, that has to be hard on you.
Yeah, it's kind of shooting back and forth here.
Hey, Vendetta Prospecting, good to see you, man.
I agree, Mark. It was a decent brain fart.
Oh, and next year, Mark be performing live at Flash Bash. He'll be singing his world proclaimed song now, Flash Bash, at Flash Bash 2022.
So check this. I have a request now for that shirt, not just saying gold, but treasure, crystals, this, that.
Yeah. All kinds of stuff.
Right.
And if y'all can see right here, I don't know if you'll be able to or not, but right there is my bucket rig. I had it set up during my cleanup the other day. That was made by Daniel Reed at Reed's Rigs.
I talked to Daniel about that.
Yeah, I've seen that you've got it out quite a bit. It kind of reminds me of the nugget bucket, or I mean, the bucket, the gold bucket.
Back when I started prospecting like 2 years ago, and I met Rob, he like started like showing me all kinds of stuff. He's been inventing and stuff, and then I met Daniel, and I met Frank Ford and Peter Norvac and everybody. After I met up with Rob, and then he started introducing me to people and stuff, and then Rob showed me his bucket rig that he made. That's where him and his buddy, it all started at. And then I kind of like started catching on with it and made me a little spin off of it. And Daniel made him a spin off of it. And then I haven't really used a bucket rig in a while after I got my Robinson right here.
Yep.
I love this thing. I slid down the Yuba River mountain over there on it like a sled.
Multi-purpose sluice.
It was a walking sluice, a walking stick, everything. I mean, it's pretty flexible. It held up to me sliding on it and beating the heck out of it all the way down the mountains. I mean, they're pretty good. Go right back.
Nice.
No.
Yes, ERRT, you are late.
I need an ERRT radio sticker so I can flash it up there and they can see that you showed up.
You're really late, dude. That's gonna cost you big time, Ronald. We'll be sending you your fine.
Yeah, Adam said you had cowboy boots on too.
All right, I lost my tablet. My daughter stole it.
So
Y'all got to tell me what people are saying now.
Okay,
So being in Virginia, I'm sorry, Virginia. Oh my gosh. In the Carolinas, do you do any gym or looking for any gems or stones?
I go out and look for crystals a pretty good bit. Me and my buddy Andrew, he was in my videos a lot in the beginning, and then he kind of got busy, so he ain't been able to make it out. But he's starting to get back into it again. He's like the crystal side of Deepwoods.
Yeah, gotcha.
But we all get out there. And Daniel, he even likes getting out there too. So we all kind of link up and go out crystal hunting. I've talked with the crystal collector before too. We kind of had a fallout in the beginning, but now we're pretty cool. It's talking about linking up in the future or something. So that'd be pretty awesome.
I've been wanting to hook up with him, get him on the show. Crystal collector.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Do you have
I've been watching his videos for a while.
any favorites? Do you have anything you look for specifically?
I like to find amethysts.
Yeah.
I like amethysts. I like garnets and rubies.
I was kind of disappointed when I saw a raw ruby. I was like, oh, this is not what I was expecting.
I mean, I'm not sure if I found a ruby yet, but I mean, I got a pill bottle flat full of garnets over here.
Yep.
I thought that's what I handed you the other day.
Do you do any cleanups with them? Have you figured out how to clean up those garnets? Because I can't
Well,
figure it
no.
out.
He's that big. It's in your
Not really. I just kind of throw them in this little container.
Yeah, right. Just keep them in a bag until I know what to do with them. Yeah.
I got some pretty wild ones in here. I got some bigger chunks I found recently on the Broad River in South Carolina. And I mean, there's been people said that they find them like thumb size out there. My buddy that lives in the mountains about 45 minutes from here where I used to live, he's got, I mean, a fist size garnet with faces on it.
Wow. Wow.
That thing was pretty awesome.
Are you able to just walk the river or the creek and find them? Do you dig for them? Wow.
I mean, most of the time I just find them out panning.
Yeah.
Or after I can do a cleanup on my dredge or anything like that. Mostly in the pan is where I find them.
That's good enough. Yeah, that's two different types of treasures. What about do you do any metal detecting or magnet fishing or anything like that?
I ain't gonna lie, I tried to do some metal detecting when I was out in Cali with Adam and Mark and everybody, and I mean, I was swinging it all day. I'm not good with the metal detector. I'm just saying. My luck, I can find gold with a pan, but I can't find it with a metal detector. If that says anything.
It's a craft. You have to learn it. It's an art form.
Yeah.
Sure.
It takes practice. It just gotta practice.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But I plan on getting one in the future. I want to get like a gold bug or a gold monster or something.
Or yeah, I mean, I guess you
out here, I mean, we don't really find a lot of nuggets. If you do find a nugget, most of the time it's going to be off in the rivers. Like my buddy Daniel, we was out on the Broad during that video I dropped. It was called Dredge Camp, and he found a 3-gram nugget just sitting in his just sitting in his dredge.
Wow, what a find! Lucky duck.
Yeah,
I wish
just yeah, I found my first nuggets with a metal detector out there in California. Yeah, I want to learn more. Of course, I'm in Ohio, so it's not, yeah, it's just not, I'm not gonna be able to find any nuggets here. At least I don't think. Maybe someday.
they're everywhere. Just it's where they are. That's
Yeah,
the
I don't want to say I'll never find one. Maybe I should say that because then tomorrow, next time I go out, I'll find one.
There's been nuggets found here, so
I
you
know,
never know.
That's why I don't want to say it.
videos back. Me and Tam.
I see Don, the metal detective, in the house. And in case Two Toes is listening, what's up, Two Toes?
Gary,
Digging. There's gold right there.
now
And he literally 3 scoops and found a dang nugget right where I was digging.
I agree with you, Jeff. I need to get back out there again. Find some more nuggets.
It's
you
very
and I both.
that I hear somebody was digging in my spot and they found the nugget. I hear that all the time. I think that's how it goes.
Sorry, Shane, our friend from Ohio History Hunter or Ohio River History. Doggone it, I almost called him Bill's name. I called him Bill already. I'm like, hi, Bill. Damn blonde moments, I tell ya.
Ed's not on his game today, guys. I've been Angela since the show started.
Oh, brother, it's been one of those days. It's the heat, I tell you, the heat. I'm fair-skinned and I'm work construction out in the heat.
I can
I feel you.
understand.
Now, I like my Knox 800, Chad, and it has a prospecting mode. And I found 3 nice nuggets with Two Toes and Smith's Gold and Top Cat and my brothers of another mother when we were out for a day with those guys. So I'm just saying, but a Gold Monster's great, it's a good machine.
That's what I'm using.
And you can find relics and aluminum foil with that too. So
I can find it through that. Curtain hooks, all kinds of stuff. And gold nuggets.
A shotgun cap one time. It was like an old shotgun cap. I found that and I ran it in my backyard and found a whole sheet of tin underneath the dirt.
Wow. Wow.
But in your part of the country, Chad, even though I am mostly a prospector, I'd be totally ecstatic if I came up with like a breastplate or a belt buckle or a saber or a muzzle loader or something,
Now, my buddy Tant, there's a guy that works with us, and he owns some property. I'm not going to say where because there's probably a lot of people watching. But there was an old war that went on there a long, long time ago. I can't remember which war it was, but it was actually not a war. It was where they had base camp set up,
right?
And like their military was moving in, so they packed up and left and went somewhere else, so they wouldn't find them because they were still in like training or whatever. I don't know. But he's out there digging and finding. They found a bunch of Indian artifacts out there. He found a whole tomahawk.
Oh, that'd be cool.
A bunch of like buttons and he found a buckle from, I don't know when it was, but he found one out there. He told us to come out there and check it out sometime. We just been so busy we haven't had time to go out.
Yeah, metal detecting it's cool. It's instant gratification, but it's a lot of work. It's really a lot of practice. It's a lot of learning your machine. I mean, I always say you gotta learn your equipment, right? But metal detecting takes a lot more learning. It's a steeper curve, I think.
Oh yeah, I still got my first gold pen. I use it every time I go out. I'm gonna cry the day it breaks. I love
Yeah.
that.
You
And
know,
then
Like, I'll put some dirt in, it goes.
yeah.
you're gonna cry when it breaks, and then you just go out and replace it.
Yeah, I mean, I got like 20 other pans in here, but I picked that one out of all of them.
Right.
You know, you could hang it up on the wall after it's broke or something. You know, you could use it as deco.
Oh yeah, I got a Robinson I took out to California. That's not the one I took to California. The one I took to California is in my storage unit right now. But I got everybody to sign it, and it goes up on the wall.
Nice.
It was on the wall of my old house.
So you said
Very cool.
you put out weekly videos, that's tough. That is tough, man.
It's real tough.
Do you record weekly, or do you get bunches together and then store them in the bank and let them go, or do you go out weekly to get that content?
It's on there. As soon as I head out, I start recording, edit everything, and then drop
So you're going out every week.
every week for 2 years.
I feel you.
Yeah, I wish I could get
Sometimes
away
I
with
go out
that.
once, but right now I just kind of keep it about 1 day every weekend.
And I guess your spots are so decent that you can you know, do you have to travel around a lot, or do you stick to the same areas?
I mean, I really just bounce around. I don't like to hit the same spot all the time.
Yeah.
But in the summertime, we really just hit the rivers because it's so hot. You don't want to get off in the woods. It's all muggy, bugs, chiggers, mosquitoes, everything, ticks, snakes.
Right.
And the copperheads out here are bad. So we got canebrake rattlesnakes everywhere. It's just a good time in the woods. So we wait till winter time comes around, and that's when we hit the woods with the creeks and everything. Now we will hit the creek during the summer, but it has to be a cool day.
So yeah, since we're talking about the snakes, have you had any pretty wicked experiences with wildlife?
Last time I went out to, if y'all seen my videos called Ari Pit, I went out there maybe a month ago. No, not even a month ago. I went out there by myself. Most of the time I don't like to go out there by myself, but I do it. But my thing is, if I go with somebody, I don't really get as much gold because I like to run my mouth a lot, and I'll sit there and talk.
Yeah. Yep.
And then I'm like, dang, I didn't find nothing. Well, it's because I talked the whole time. But I went out there by myself this last time, and I was down there digging underneath a rock, and then I had a water snake come out from where I was digging at, and I was like, whoa, all right, you cool, I'm cool. You hang out there, I'm over here. And then I turned around, and I had a copperhead laying on the bank behind me. And then there was another one on the other side, and there was like 4 copperheads within like 10 feet of me, all around me. So this is me. I don't know how y'all feel. I started chopping heads.
Yeah.
That's just me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I bring my kids out there.
Are they as good to eat as rattlesnake?
Have what?
Are they as good to eat as rattlesnake?
I'm not sure. I've never tried.
I think you can ask the bugs, right? You can ask the bugs and the creatures that came and cleaned it up.
Yeah, the hogs come through and eat them.
Huh?
So anything bigger out there, like you said, hogs, you know, do you have to worry about any larger animals where you're at?
I mean, there's bears out here, but they don't really bother you.
Well, that's bold.
Bears don't want to be around us.
Yeah.
I mean, I stay in the Smoky Mountains, and there's black bear everywhere out here, pretty much. I mean, not really Smoky Mountains, but I'm close to it.
Yeah.
Appalachian Trail, all that. And
Right.
I mean, I grew up bear hunting, so a bear doesn't bother me.
We don't get you at all.
I mean, I used to run dogs through woods all night and day for days, walking through the woods, chasing dogs. I had dogs that ran bears right back to me.
Yeah.
That was serious. I was with my grandpa at that time, and he didn't let me shoot. He shot it because he was probably a better aim than I was at that time. So that thing was running like right at us at 20 feet. He finally decided to shoot it.
Wow.
I was already headed out. I'm gone.
Ottis Farris said, hell yes, Chad. I would too. Can't bite with no head.
That's right.
Oh, well, if you step on it, it can bury it. And bury it.
Do you wear any sort of protective footwear because of those snakes?
Well, I mean, other than these old trusty boots,
Uh-huh.
that's about it.
So
Just gotta watch the ground.
no snake-proof boots like a lot of Arizonians do, huh?
No, these go up about halfway up my leg, so anything over that, I was just asking for it.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been bit by black snakes, garden snakes. I said, never been bit by a copperhead or a rattlesnake.
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna try and jinx myself.
Right.
But
Knock on wood for you. There you go.
I'm very, very noticeable to like the fine details. Like when I walk in the woods, I don't look up, I look down because I know
Right.
the woods that I'm in. So I'm all the time, I can walk there with my eyes closed. But I watch the ground every time I walk. I got my shovel with me. It's swinging out in front, knocking spider webs because I eat them things on the daily.
Yeah.
I come home out of the woods and have spider bites all over my neck, my arms, my back. Just
So what about have you had any eerie experiences, you know, where maybe you felt like you're being watched or
Squatch.
the last time I went to Uwharrie, North Carolina, me and Walt Chapman, we went out there and we did some dredging with Rabbit and them from Creek Squad. I don't know if y'all seen their page or not. And me and Walt walked down to the river at like 3 a.m. to go do a little night session because the stars were showing. So we was like, all right, let's go. It just got done raining. Let's hit the river. We went down there, and as we was walking down the hill, I just got like a weird smell that I've never smelled before. And I was like, you smell that? He's like, no, what? I was like, come here. And he walked over towards me, and then he smelled it. And he's like, whoa, hold on. And it just gave me a weird vibe. So I was like, shining my flashlight everywhere, making sure there was nothing about to rush us because I was going to smack it with a shovel regardless what it was.
right?
Don't happen.
Right.
I'm going to hit it and I'm going to run.
Yeah.
I'm going to at least do some damage. But other than that, I mean, nah, not really.
That's not
I mean,
bad.
well, hold on. I was in California with Adam and Josh Black coming up the side of a mountain walking cat trails that smelled like cat piss the whole time. So they've been walked recently. Now that was a weird feeling because there's some
Where is that?
weird noise when they take off. And every time one did, Adam thought that was one. So he was like instantly yelling. And then we all started yelling.
Yeah.
So,
That's good. You guys all work together. So.
I'm telling you, y'all gonna have to outrun me.
Yeah.
Back home in Washington, just because of cougar, I would go through the brush, hitting the bushes, and I'd be like, scat cat, yo bear, scat cat.
Yeah.
Just making a ruckus going through the woods. You know, I'm not hunting, so I'm gonna be loud.
That's how I grew up as well, Ed. I grew
Dude,
up.
what's crazy is out here hunting season where we go panning in the forest areas, you know, it's hunting season during the wintertime out here, deer hunting. So like there's a bunch of hunters out. Well, there's an area they're not supposed to hunt in, but they do anyways. And me, I walk through the woods with my orange hat on,
Yeah.
banging a bucket. Y'all ain't gonna shoot me. I mean, you might shoot me because you're mad, but you're not gonna mistake me for a deer.
Yep.
Oh,
That's you know, we giggle a little bit, but that's a legitimate fear that I have in some of the areas we go to. Very rural, very country, lots of cornfields, and you know, my fishing partner Angela, she'll always like, we're fine, we're okay, and you can hear people shooting in the distance. You know that they're shooting, and I'm like, I don't think so. Like, I think we need to be as loud as we possibly can be. So we scare
yeah,
the fear away. Yeah.
everybody.
Yep. And I
mean,
also, yeah, I also grew up walking trails and learning, you know, humming songs, talking, being as loud as you can, hitting bushes. I grew up that way too, Ed. That was normal until I moved to Illinois and then realized that you don't have to do that all the time in certain areas. So.
Yeah, those kind of critters you don't want to know you're around.
Yeah.
I mean, we have mountain lions out here, but they're not
as many as out that way.
Yeah.
That way was California.
Yeah.
Right.
Those mountain lions will still kill you dead no matter where they come from, though.
Yeah. I mean, the worst thing you can have happen to you is a buck in the woods and it see you and want a challenge.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a scary feeling in itself because, I mean, he's got a big old rack and it's about to impale you.
Yeah, that's probably the most dangerous animal that you're gonna come across, really. Or a
90%
mom.
of the time, though, you just look at them, hey, and they take off.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
yeah, lions are sneak attackers. They attack from behind.
Behind and above.
So if you're looking at them, they're not apt to run at you and attack you. Doesn't mean they won't, but they're more likely not to. Hey, what's up, ECP? And North Cal Detecting just came in. Yeah, so
Better, you can see it's kind of dark.
yeah, we're like moose. They just don't like people, I guess. I don't know.
I wonder why.
I've never seen one in person.
Yeah.
I saw one once in
Now, I went to
Maine.
Gatlinburg and Cherokee area out towards Tennessee, and I seen some elk.
They're also very large. Yeah.
I'd come up on an elk in Colorado, tromping around up in the mountains, and just come up on him, and we were both surprised and just kind of looked at each other, and he walked away, and I walked away.
Elk.
We're
I love elk. They're beautiful.
beautiful, huge.
Yeah.
Ottis would know what I'm talking about. We're from the same valley in Washington. And the Lyman Hamilton herd at my house in Lyman, I could be sitting in my breakfast nook and watch the elk graze in the field next to my house. A nice, huge herd. It'd
Over
be
here fighting mosquitoes. I'm sorry, y'all.
Yeah, it's all right. Hey, Bill, there you are.
Here, Utah, what's up?
Matt, good to see you. Yeah, elk are cool, Jeff.
Yeah.
They taste
That's it.
good too.
Hey, Bill.
We're gonna go on a little adventure to the dredge.
Oh, cool. A little show and tell. I wish I could pin you guys up, but I can't no more. Zoom, what the heck's wrong with you?
Better be something you need to work on after the show, maybe, or some other time.
Well, I have an hour commute to work now, Josie, so you know how I am on post-production, so
See if I can turn this thing around.
I think that might be a bug issue in the thing. Maybe they need to make a patch for it.
All right, here we are.
Oh, nice. Keen Mini 4? Or no, that's a
2.5.
2.2.5. Nice. Suction nozzle, a little dry land nozzle.
You got the Dream Dredge mat in it.
Nice.
Yeah.
I have that in my 2-inch.
And I also added in a little, I don't know if you'll be able to see it in here, but there's a little bitty piece of miner's moss back there I put in for like testing. And that's came in real handy out on the river instead of having to do a clean out.
What?
Holy Toledo.
What?
Oh man.
No,
I have to give Dawn a big, huge nuclear thanks for the super chat, and it goes for all of you super chatters. Thanks for the super chat. Thank you very much, Dawn.
Just out of the blue. Love it.
Right on. All kinds of things going on out there.
Yeah. So when you started prospecting, did you get into buying equipment right away, or did you try a bunch of different stuff? What was up with that, or did you just jump into a dredge?
No, I had a gold pan. I just recently got my dredge. Well, that dredge. I just recently got it. Probably I finished building it maybe a month or so ago. I didn't go buy it all at once. I bought pieces from North Carolina, pieces from Georgia, and then just worked myself back home and then put it all together and built it. Ordered my dream mat from David.
Hey, well, the other end. What's up?
All right, I'm a big fan of bucket list questions. So
All
let's
right.
say you had the biggest budget there was, you know, all the camera equipment you needed. Where are the top 3 places you would go and prospect? I know you said British Columbia, but is that a top 3 if you were unlimited?
Oh yeah, that's
where
the
you
top
go?
3 for sure.
Yep. Okay. Okay.
That would probably be like my one because it's probably going to be the closest. It'd be British Columbia. I want to hit Italy because I have a buddy that stays out there, and his son found a nugget just sitting in the river.
Wow.
I've seen some videos of those guys finding some really nice gold in Italy. I think there's a couple guys on the Dream Mat USA page, Facebook page from Italy that are constantly showing some of the gold they find.
Wow.
Awesome stuff.
And I want to go to Ireland just because I'm Irish.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ireland would be cool, and Ireland has some gold.
Yeah.
Scotland
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Check out Northern Pickers Prospecting. He does some really cool videos, and he also uses a Dream Mat.
Yeah, I got Dream Mat everywhere. I got, pocket sluice right here. I got my Dream Dredge over there. Then I got my cleanup sluice back here. I don't know if you can hold on.
Okay, Chad, we have a question from a British Columbian. What part of BC?
I have no idea where anything is out there.
Any suggestions?
Right. Yeah.
Well, there's Fraser River, there's the Barkerville area, there's a lot of good districts in British Columbia.
Where the gold's at? I don't know where anything is out there. I haven't really done much research on it. I just know I want to go.
Mark said he go to Tasmania. Yeah, I would too, actually.
So in your particular,
everything we use has Dream Mat in it also.
I used to not have it. I had my first dredge high banker setup I got was from a guy named Damon Downs, and it had hog mat in it when I got it, and I used it for a long time. The only thing hog mat's good. They're all good. They're all gonna do what they're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? But I'm based on how much cons I have in the end, because when it comes to the con work, that's the real struggle.
Well,
Right.
I don't mind cons, so the lower I can get it down, the better.
Oh yeah, but my Dream Mat though, man, it knocks it down to nothing, pretty much, compared to all the others that I've tried.
Well, like I was telling you earlier too, you run through all that material that you run in the past over that Dream Mat and catch a ton more gold, something's up. Something's up.
There's some signs.
Yeah, there's something. It's catching more gold. I like to believe. I know it's not true, but in my mind, I like to believe that this little thing actually produces gold. Produces gold. I know it's not true, but
Yeah.
And I have nothing against the other products
Oh yeah.
You know, miner's moss. You know, it all. Like if you're a pay dirt person who sells pay dirt, miner's moss is the best thing you can have in your equipment. Miner's moss and
Oh,
ripple.
you
All
get
that.
you get tons of cons. Remember back in the day when I was miner's moss and expanded metal?
Tons of cons.
Oh yeah, heavy cons, but
Hey, if it stops the gold, I'm with it.
yeah, but I'd rather get those cons dwindled down before they even leave my dredge than have to do it at camp or at home, you know. But
No, I
yeah, if
actually
I
like collecting my black sand that's left over from everything. I got a couple 5-gallon buckets I just throw everything into after I get all the gold out that I can see. You know?
right.
And I spend a lot of time trying to get it all out.
Yes, we all dream.
So I'm a bit of a noob here, but I'm surprised that there isn't something that somebody has created to be able to get rid of all the black sands from your gold jet. You know, other than traditional panning or, you know, the pocket claw or anything like that. Like, I'm surprised they don't have equipment for that.
Well,
A lot of magnet.
there's a lot of different products out there that claim that they're able to strip the gold away from the black metal or black sands, or they're able to strip the black sands away from the gold, or they're able to do this, do that. Bottom line is, when you get done running all that stuff, you know what you always have to wind up doing? Pan.
Yeah, yeah.
Always wind up panning. No matter how far down you think you get it, you still got to pan it out.
What have I said 100,000 times? It starts with the pan and it ends with the pan. So
Right.
it's best to learn how to pan.
Right. Even with the Mr. Lodak mentioned the shaker table. Very cool, but a shaker table, you still have to go through that material more than once too. You got
And
to set.
very
You gotta
true, HD. Not all heavies are magnetic.
Right. And chemicals, there's always chemicals, and there's a trade-off though, you know. But just learn how to pan.
Use the mercury.
Right. Yeah, right.
Back in Washington, I'd roast my black sands. I'd use acids and mercury and do amalgamations, and it's just a pain in the beep. So now I just run it through 3, 4 times until I pretty much don't see anything visible. And then out in my garden it goes, or out in my yard it goes, you know.
And my buddy Daniel has a retort machine thing. And sometimes, you know, I got a big old thing. It's like a nut and screw container, and it's like this deep in mercury in it. And I just run that whole thing through the final bit that I have, and I've been collecting it over the years. Now, eventually I'm going to take it to his house, because that's what he does. He'll take mercury gold he's got, put it in there, and it'll burn it off, and it'll throw it into a container, and it'll return to mercury.
Right.
But it's pretty cool. I haven't got to use it yet, but eventually one day when I decide to get all that out of my mercury, I'll shoot a video for it.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So,
Hey, what's up, Spider?
Yeah, silly question. I guess mercury comes right out of the water too?
Mercury bleeds from the ore of cinnabar. And in any region that has cinnabar deposits, you'll find natural mercury in your streams. A lot of Southwest Washington has cinnabar deposits. You'll find natural mercury and old timer mercury from the old stampedes and stuff after the California gold rush. Because, you know, the miners would get itchy and look for new gold country. And a lot of them went up north through Oregon, Washington, British Columbia, and so forth. Um, the Chinese would use a lot of mercury too back in the day. So, but there is natural occurring mercury. Same with cyanide too. So be careful what waters you drink from.
Oh
It
yeah.
is, it is DJ. It is cinnabar is poisonous. What you get mercury from?
Yeah, cinnabar, yeah, can be very hazardous. Hey, Lucky Ducky Thomas, folks.
Lucky, doesn't it? Isn't it?
Dangerous to
Doesn't it
drink?
turn into the mercury that we know
Yeah.
being exposed to air? Isn't that how it does it?
Pardon, Jesse?
Isn't it being exposed to air what turns it into the mercury that we know?
I believe the cinnabar needs to heat up, and then it bleeds it, if I'm correct.
Okay.
If
So it's a heat
someone who
process.
knows better, let me know if I'm wrong. But
In order to extract the mercury out of the cinnabar, it's a heat process. Is what you're saying.
yes, don't lick, don't cut, or polish. But I
Is
believe
Adam
it
still
is. No, Adam bailed a little while ago.
Oh man,
Todd.
he messaged me the other
Yeah,
day.
you heat it up. You burn. You heat it up, and it sweats. You roast it out of it, more or less. I know up around the main Fork Lewis River, there's quite a few cinnabar mines up there. I would find a lot of mercury in like Canyon Creek, Fly Creek area, up around there.
Yep, that's what Moto's saying. Cinnabar Valley and
Yeah, that must British Columbia. Fumes to kill. Yep, yep. Make you lose your teeth, make you go mad like the Mad Hatters. And
Now, if
when
I had a fourth bucket list place, I want to go to Chicken Alaska for a while. I just feel like that'd be.
that'd be a fun trip. Go to gold prospecting, gold fever prospecting, where our buddy Brian goes, and hop on a big dredge. That'd be fun, no doubt.
Oh yeah.
Or even go out on the beach of Nome and try your luck at shoveling on a beach box. You know,
I think didn't Brian just get his first ounce on the beach after what?
a
Couple
week,
days?
I think it was.
Yeah, something like that.
An ounce in a week. But you know Brian Wilder. That guy is a mining monster, you know.
I met him when I went up to Vermont to hang out with Adam. Him and
Yeah,
Alex.
I've had the pleasure of meeting Brian. Great guy. He showed a pan of gold, Jeff. Do you still have that pan handy, Chad?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Our friend GoPro Unlimited from No Gold in Utah is having a gold Jones. So he wants to see some gold porn.
I got a lot. It ain't a lot.
Gold porn.
Hi, Melanie.
And
Trying to figure out what side my camera's on. There it is.
how much do you think that weighs?
Sorry, I can't blow him up, Jeff.
Actually, let me turn this around.
Hello, Melanie Lee.
That is our friend Spider Ace's prospecting's other half.
Oh, okay.
The other half to Spider Ace prospecting. That's sure pretty.
Oh yeah.
Gold, yeah.
And Jeff says, sweet, Chad.
Thank you.
63. Welcome. Wow, I haven't seen that name in a long time.
Oh, yeah. Srip, 63.
Yeah.
Good seeing you in our chat. I've
Yeah,
seen him in others.
I don't think he's been in our chat room for quite a while.
Now,
No,
I
I sold
haven't.
grams before I went to California.
What was that?
I sold 12 grams of gold before I went to California, so I'm back down to this now.
You do what I do. I find it, I sell it.
That's what I got right now.
I
And
can't.
then the gold that I had from California, I bought like 4 or 5 Robinson sluices. So I sent him the gold that I found in California, and he sent me Robinson sluices.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah. When you sell your gold, do you take it to somebody who buys gold and silver? Do you have a gold buyer?
I got a bunch of buddies that they collect it, so
Yeah.
I sell to them. Like I sold a lot of my gold to one of Rob's buddies, and he bought it from me before I went to Cali. So then I had some extra money with me while I was there too.
I don't know if I could let go of any of my gold yet. I'm not ready. I just want to.
Well, I can understand that. I was like that for a while, but I've come to the conclusion I can't eat it. It's not of any value to me except to look at, which I love looking at it, but it gives me a good excuse to find more.
Oh, I don't have no more gold. I gotta go find some more.
Find some more, yeah.
I'm getting ready to sell this half ounce.
Have you done any pay dirts or anything like that, or are you a go get it yourselfer?
Just to go get it myselfer. I mean, I was at this store that's out this way. I got one of the Gold Rush bags one time, and I mean, there wasn't much in it, so kind of ruined it for me on pay dirts. And then after that, I'd rather go get it myself than pay. I'm just that kind of person. Build it myself instead of pay. I've been that kind of person the whole time I've been in prospecting. But
yeah. By the time I get pay dirt, maybe to help a friend out.
Yeah.
I'll buy from our club because it's a better ROI. But other than that, no, I'm not really into pay dirt either.
I'm addicted to it.
Well,
ain't nothing wrong with it. Gold's gold.
It serves a purpose. I mean, it gets you your practice. It gets you, gives you a little bit of a fix.
Yeah.
A little insight. When I learned to pan, it was like dead summer, so it was hot out here, and there was no water in the creek, so it was literally like mud puddles. That's what I learned to pan in, was mud puddles in the creek. Now there was gold in the creek with these mud puddles, so I was digging in and getting my dirt and working it. I was finding like micros and stuff, and I thought I was like something else.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's where it all took off.
Finding it, and just going out there and doing that does make you something else, because there's a lot of people that don't even try, that don't even attempt, and just
I mean, I look at it like this. I mean, if I wasn't doing gold panning, what would I be doing? Now, before this, I did music. I used to run a recording studio and did music for 13 years. And I was signed to a couple of labels and stuff like that. Hung out with them, been all over the place with it, doing music. And then I just lost interest in it, so I just threw it all in the storage.
Wow.
I picked that up, and I dream about it.
Yeah. Do you ever miss music?
That's when you know you got the fever.
Right.
When you dream, all your dreams have something to do with gold.
Yeah. I mean, I got trippy one night, and I seen like just a gold pyramid. That's all it was a gold pyramid. Everything was moving around and stuff, and that happened before I started gold panning. And I always thought about it since, and I was like, oh, there's a sign, like I was supposed to do it or something. I don't know. I always thought it was pretty cool.
No one's asked me, but I'll tell them why I'm looking for a softball size nugget. That's my bucket list to find a softball.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
in the beginning, like I said, every dream had something to do with gold. Well, I was playing softball with a gold nugget. So
We got one heck of a bat to hit that sucker.
all I know is I had a gold nugget in my hand the size of a softball, and we were playing softball. Boom. That's why I gotta find mine.
When
What
you
can I
find when you find that softball, Jess, I'll play toss with you. We can toss it back and forth.
Hit me up.
Ball will never leave my hand.
I just want to see it.
I'll see it.
Don't touch it. Here, look.
Yeah. Now I was out in California and Mark was showing me some of his gold out there, Mark Lawyer, and he handed me a 17-gram nugget, and I mean that was pretty nice.
Man, I can't even
Check it
imagine what that would be like. Right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah, and then Adam found that nugget out there on the same creek that me, Mark, and Josh was on. I went swinging the detector up this bank side, just kind of checking it out. And then I come back down the hill, and he was like, "You won't believe what I just found." I was like, "What'd you find?" He's like, "Dude, I found a nugget." And that thing was wild looking. I was so jealous.
Yeah, I saw that picture that Adam has of that nugget. There's been a few of them found this year.
Yeah.
A few of them. Few nice nuggets been found this year by our buddies.
I know Bedrock Bennett's been hammering it, him and his cousin Oli.
Yep.
Yeah, and our buddy Gary Two Toes, he's been nailing it too.
Okay,
How about you, Jeff Smith's Gold? I know you get nails and lead and a nugget here and there. One day, I'm rooting for Jeff. Jeff's gonna beat Two Toes. One day. One day. Jeff's gonna beat Two Toes.
Did you read that when Bill wrote? Oh, no, not Bill. Ohio Relic Hunter.
No, I didn't.
Smalley team, Chuck Smalley's team found in Alaska last week.
No.
7.83 ounces. Nice.
Good night, Deej.
Night, Deej.
I wake up at 4:35 every morning.
Every morning, same here.
Every morning.
My daughter was dredging. Then in the last video, we left my house at 4.
I wake up at the crack of noon.
Hmm.
Oh, no, it's not true, guys. I do get up earlier than that, but not 4:30, not 4:45.
If I get up after 8 o'clock, I got a headache.
Wow.
I want to go gold prospecting in Australia with Terry Marshall. If they're too small, he throws them back to grow bigger. He could throw all those small ones right into my poke.
Now, sometimes I'm in the creek and I find some fine, and I'm just like, I don't even feel like messing with it. Let it grow.
Let it grow.
Yeah. Knowing it's not going to grow, but, you know.
Right.
Anything even smaller.
Yeah.
Hard to believe.
Yep. But it'll always be there.
Well, I take my pay dirt and I put it all back in the bags, and I'm gonna bring it up to Flash Bash, and I'm gonna have a little stand that says how well did Rose can her pay dirt, and I think they're gonna find lots of finds in there. I could be mistaken, but I think somebody's gonna enjoy doing it. Somebody with more patience than me.
I did do one pay dirt bag, and it was for a contest. I think Sony Prospecting won the contest, and I sent him some dirt from RA Pit. I dug it straight out, and then I added some gold to it too. Yeah. And he said it was a pretty good cleanup too. So that was the only one I've ever done, and I sent it to him.
Do you ever think about doing more? Does anybody ask?
I've thought about doing it. I just haven't lately. It's just if I'm not here or at work, I'm in the woods, and then between that and work kills me. I mean, I only work 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday, but
That's still a lot of time, man. I don't think you have to explain that to any of us. That's still a lot of time. And then putting out a video weekly is very difficult. It is very difficult.
oh yeah, because I mean, I went from running studio equipment, running programs on there, running with my eyes closed. I make somebody sound like a dang professional celebrity if they wanted to. Yeah. But and then I started getting into the video because I mean, I've never really messed with video before, and then I was asking a lot of questions at the beginning, like, "Yo," I was like, "How do I go about this? Like, what programs do people use and stuff like that?" Adam actually put me on. He helped me out a lot because in the beginning I didn't even know how to do my thumbnails. Yeah. So he would help me make my thumbnails. Yeah. And then eventually I started learning it, and then I caught on. Now I do all of it. Yeah. I do my own art, made a logo. I mean, whole 9 yards. Yeah. Yeah.
We all kind of go through that journey, huh? We all start at zero. We all start doing our own art, and then eventually we ask someone to make it or pay someone to make it.
Art.
Right.
That's actually my gold pen from Vermont.
Nice.
Andrew Tant said, "Ask Chad about the little nugget I found in his hole in Unwary." I think you already talked about it, Andrew. Yeah. I think you already told us about it.
Yeah, I was salty.
that had to be a little salty. I can understand that.
Oh yeah, and then he rubbed it in my face the whole weekend.
Oh.
I stayed up till 3 o'clock in the morning digging in that hole, hoping there was another one.
Get another one.
He found his one.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Don't that suck though? After you've been digging, and someone hops in your hole and pulls out a nice picker or a nugget.
The bad thing is, I invited him to the hole. Hell, I invited him on the trip. We walked out in the woods for 2 hours just to get out into the middle of nowhere where I know nobody would probably go. And then we was just looking around and was like, you know what? This looks like a good spot. It's a nice little setup for a camp. Let's try it here. Now, another 2 hours up river or up creek from where we was at, there was mine pits of like a checkered board all through the woods. Oh, yeah. So obviously there's going to be gold down here because they was doing this up here.
Right.
So we checked down there and then and we was finding some little flakes here and there. I found a nice flake and I was like, oh, all right, well, we're going to stick it right there. Started digging around. I was like, hey, jump in there. And he pulled it out of the bucket that he was scooping and throwing it into. He went to put it into the sluice and sloshed it back and see something shiny. He was like, oh, hold on. Picked it out and was like, dude, no way. I lost it. I took off running with it at first. You gotta get it. It was a good time though. I'm glad he found it because he wasn't finding no gold until that.
Luck, yeah.
He needed a nugget.
Everybody needs a nugget.
Yeah.
One day, Rose, you'll find your nugget too.
I was just gonna say I need to make it onto your not raffle, your
auction.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
No, I mean one day you'll go out and find it.
I know I'm gonna be in Justin's hole and I'm gonna find his softball nug.
It's a way to do it. Yeah, I was out with Daniel this past video and he had a monster size little chunk in his sluice. And it was folded up like 5 times.
It was in his rig, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that nugget in his rig, yeah.
I was like, man. Every time I go dredging with Daniel, I'll go and look at his sluice box and I'm like, man, because he'll stop for a second. I'm like, damn, bro, you got a nugget in here every time. So if there's a nugget anywhere in any river, any creek, and he's there, it'll end up in his sluice box.
Yeah, he's got that
That's
one.
terrible. So these are the 3 nuggets I found in California
Nice.
when I was metal detector with 2 toes. Those are my nuggets.
I'd like to get out there and hang out with 2 toes in them. I watch their videos. Cool people.
Oh yeah, that was. I'll tell you what, and listen to what he's telling you. You get out there, listen to what he's telling you. He'll give you a ton of information.
They don't call him sensei for nothing, Chad.
Hey, I got a sensei on the East Coast, the Goldfather. That man went out panning and prospecting and found this pay streak that we got on last weekend.
Nice.
And it turned out, I think he said it was putting out probably 0.5 gram an hour.
Wow.
That's what he told me. I mean, I haven't been able to weigh mine up, and then I put it in with all my other goals, so I really don't know what I got until next time I go back out there again. But
well, next time we come down that way, we'll hit you up, Chad. But hopefully next year, Adam will be able to make it to Flash Bash. And if that's the case, you should come up also, or even just come up anyway. We have some Carolina boys that come up every year. And Benzo Bonanza and JP Lawns and more.
I met JP Lawns over in Ayou, North Carolina on the gravel road. I seen him unloading, and I stopped and was like, "Hey, don't you have a YouTube channel?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "What's your name?" I was like, "Chad from Deepwoods." He's like, "Oh my God." I expect to meet you out here.
I was getting ready to ask you about that too. Now that you've been on YouTube for a year, have you had anybody come up to you just out of the blue and say, "Hey, I know who you are"?
I was on the river in Ayou, North Carolina by myself. Nobody around. I was out there just chilling, digging, smoking my cigarettes, running some dirt through the Robinson, and some random guy walks up through the woods with a Robinson solution. Was like, "You look familiar." I was like, "I know a lot," And then he's like, "What's your name?" I was like, "Chad." He's like, "Oh man, you're Deepwoods prospecting." I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Man, I got this Robinson because you had one." And I was like, "What?"
That's kind of.
I've been in Walmart, different places. Be like, "Oh, Chad, what's up, man?" I'm like, "Hey, what's up?"
Yeah, you did, Brian. You did meet him up there with Adam.
Yeah.
There we go. This is what he gave me when I seen him on Ayou.
Oh, yeah. There's that Irishman sticker.
Hey, there we go.
John wants to know, what was the most dust you've got in one find?
Dust was
Gold dust,
probably 0.7, 0.8.
Oh,
That was on that was pretty. I mean, that was a good 2-hour run.
Yeah, that's a lot of finds.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, here's the other one. Give me.
Oh. Unmute, Rose.
Thanks, Ed. Sorry, now I'm getting tired.
You've been out in the hot sun too?
No.
Oh, here's another one.
Oh, I'm in the comfortable air conditioning. JP, that's a great channel. That's a great
guy.
I
got like 3 different stickers of his.
Yeah.
I got that one, and then that one, and that one. I got to put a couple of them up. I'm going to put one on my pan and one on my dredge and stuff. I like to promote people's stuff. So anybody out there has a sticker of, their channel or anything, and I'll throw it on my dredge for real.
Well, I'll have to send you a few, Chad.
Yeah, we'll do some trading.
Oh, yeah. And if anybody, I don't know who and I was in the comments. I can't see nothing. All I see is y'all. But what's up, everybody? And check out my channel, Deepwoods Prospecting. I got a TikTok. I don't use it much, but I got one. It's Deepwoods Prospecting also, and then Instagram, Deepwoods Prospecting, and I got a Facebook page also, Deepwoods Prospecting. But it might be under Deepwoods Gang.
Facebook.
But you can find it.
Yeah. You gotta fight with other people for Facebook.
I don't really use the Facebook that much though. I only use my personal account on there. I don't really use the Facebook page for Deepwoods. I'm mainly on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok for posting stuff.
Mr. Lojack just put the link up there for your YouTube channel.
They've been sharing it, just so you know. They've been
Oh,
sharing
yeah.
your link through this whole time.
Appreciate that, Mr. Lodak.
Yeah, Mr. Lodak, and actually there was somebody else, I can't remember.
GoPro
Yeah,
Unlimited.
GoPro, thank you. Yeah, so you've been getting some love in the comments.
And there's Mr. Lodak just put out your Facebook.
Yeah, that's my personal account. So if anybody wants to hit me up, talk sometime, you know. hit me up.
Deepwoods Gang is what he has up.
Yep. Cool.
Here's TikTok. I'll do TikTok for you guys.
I actually just uploaded a video last night. It's just kind of a bunch of scrambled footage of just a bunch of random stuff. And then other stuff on there. There's all kinds of stuff.
I might.
You ever,
Oh, I'm almost to 500 followers on TikTok.
did you ever think you would be like, here's my TikTok handle, here's my YouTube handle, here's my Facebook handle? Did you ever think in your life you would be saying anything like that?
Well, before I did this, I did music. So
Help
I
you
was
out.
doing this already. I was promoting No Stage Fright because, I mean, I was a white boy that did rap music. You know what I'm saying?
One of them.
I was all in the hood clubs. I was all over the place, out of place. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, I was pretty good at it. So I kind of watched that stage fright at an early age.
There you go.
And I was always promoting. I mean, I used to go to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and hand out CDs and sell CDs. You know how hard it is to sell a CD?
Yes.
Actually, yeah, I do, but not mine.
Sometimes it's hard to even give it away.
Yeah, exactly.
My stepsons and my nephew. Got music in our family too, brother.
Moto says bust a rhyme.
Man, I ain't done it in so long.
Yeah, so do you make music?
You can look me up on-
Give him a beat, Rose. Give him a beat.
What? I'm not. That's I sound like I don't have any rhythm. I don't.
No, Rose.
I can play something on my phone.
You can find all my old music on SoundCloud. Just look up Weird Labs.
Yeah.
Weird Laughs.
Weird Labs.
Oh,
LABS.
Weird Labs.
Yeah, that was the name of my recording studio.
You know, JP Lonzamore has a rap battle every once in a while on his Saturday night show.
Oh, word.
Uh-huh.
Now me and my buddy's been talking, and Adam, I'm gonna go ahead and throw him out there on this. He hit me up the other night and was like, sent me this song, and I guess he was inspired to start doing a rap song. So now whenever he comes down here soon, he said that we got to get in the studio. So I got to dig all my studio stuff back out. So that's going to be interesting.
You miss the music at all?
Chelsea Carl says hi. Hi,
sometimes.
girl. Hi, Carl. Girls, all of you.
Ah. But yeah, I miss it sometimes. That's why, I mean, if you notice, a lot of my videos have like kind of a hip hop rap beat to them. And I changed it up a little bit. I was thinking about changing it up a little bit, but I just like it.
Yeah, you gotta do you, man. Do what makes you happy.
Yeah. Gotta keep you on the top.
I'm sorry, must be Mr. Lodak. That's definitely one of the girls.
Yeah, yes.
She's just saying hi to all of us.
Yep.
Love their hugs.
But other than my old music career, I was thinking about dropping an old country album eventually. It's gonna be a bunch of covers. And then
will it be rapping country, or that Dwight Yoakam type or Hank Williams III or something?
It's just some country music. It ain't really like rap country, just country music. I mean, I had a hard time. I tried to write country music for a little bit, and I just had a hard time with it. And now, don't get me wrong, I'm more country than cornbread, if that says anything. But I have a hard time writing country music. So
Sounds like you need to have your heart broken a little more.
yeah, I guess. One day I just won't find that big nugget, and I'll just release a country
There
song.
you
from
go.
it.
That's let
That'll
them
be
break
it.
your heart. The one that got away.
Yep. Other than
All
that,
right. I'm a
hooked
little
on
lost here, Ed.
Huh?
Who is Brewers Prospecting?
I'm going to Flash Bash. It's my favorite time of year. I don't know. They've been starting a hangout, which is cool with me, but
Is that Bill?
so when is Flash Bash?
I don't know. I don't think that's Bill. It would be Carolina Prospectors if it was our friend Bill Brewer.
That's true.
First weekend in June. That's been the date the last two. Even the first one was the first weekend in June,
Yeah.
huh? So
Yeah, that's in the first weekend of June.
so that's about where it's at now. It's been 3 years in a row, first weekend in June.
That
So
must be the.
Chad, the guys sell Flash in Japan sells 50 spots.
that's Jeff from Virginia. Howdy, Jeff.
Okay.
Once the tickets are sold, there's no additional tickets for the event. So it's 50
Yeah,
spots. You can either be a
there's
single spot or you can bring your family with you.
yeah.
And it's a meetup. It's a meetup of YouTubers and YouTube watchers and friends and
Hunters.
yeah, we just get together and party for a weekend, man.
Have a great time, great camaraderie.
Yes.
You get 2 breakfasts with that and door
Dinner.
prizes and a pulled pork dinner. At least the last 2 years had pulled pork dinners. It's a great time.
It's just a community of amazing people, either being out on the creek looking for gold or hanging around the campsites, hanging out. You know, you bring all your recording equipment thinking you're going to make a video, but you end up just chatting the whole time and hanging out the whole time. And
That sounds like me.
yeah, it's bash is the appropriate word for it. It is a great time with great people.
I did take all my camera equipment and ended up not taking a stitch of footage.
Same for the victims. Not one single second we record. Not one single second.
It was kind of nice though, others did, but
Now, I ain't gonna lie. I go out and sometimes I'm like, man.
it's a drag. It's a drag.
But sometimes, every now and then, it's very rare that I go out and not shoot.
Yep. Sometimes you just don't want to.
Yeah.
You just don't want to do it. You just want to enjoy what you're doing.
Oh yeah. My daughter's birthday is June 3rd, so
Oh, wah, wah.
I have to kind of figure out how to go about that, or just bring everybody with me.
First weekend of June. And by the way, it is family friendly. There are plenty of families
Yeah.
there, plenty of kids there running around together, hanging out together. But yeah, it would make for a great family trip, or if you wanted to go solo to do some recording, it would work out as well. Either way, I think it ends up being a good time.
Yeah, you could either be a social butterfly and just hang out in the creek and party, or you can be a hard ass gold miner and go out there and dig all weekend.
Work hard, like Thomas.
All up to you.
Yeah, I was just thinking Thomas Folks. He was out. He just looked for gold the whole time, and then he'd pop up every once in a while.
Hey guys, see you.
But yeah, it's limited, so you got to pay attention to So
We
you
let
have
you
to
know
get-
about 6 months in advance or so when it's coming, and then we'll get it brewing up. Then we'll announce it and how many spots. And once it's sold out, it's sold out.
that-
Then you go on a waiting list. And if someone drops out, you know, we go first come, first serve on the waiting list. And so far, it's been going great.
I mean, it's, yeah, knocking on the wood. Such a
The
great time.
last one, we announced it one Tuesday, by the next Tuesday it was sold out.
Sold out.
Yeah.
Yep. But
7 days.
Man,
worth it. Worth it. So
But
it's
yeah,
fun.
dude, it's a lot of fun. We have a great time.
One of these days, we're going to convince Ed to do it 2 times a year instead of 1 time.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I know. You know, you put that in editing. So.
like, how's the mining season out that way? Like, do you get to mine year round, or is it just seasonal?
Well, where we're at, if you want to go out in the wintertime and have to break ice, yeah.
Yeah,
See, it's not like that here. I mean, we mine year round.
yeah, same here.
We get a little snow, but it's like that deep.
Right.
Oh, unfortunately, where we live, it gets like 41 below, and some years.
The ice is that thick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
Year round. You know what? But when you do get snow, your whole state shuts down.
Yeah. Yeah, when it rains here, people freak out.
Yeah.
That's right, Willie. Willie says, forget the pulled pork. Goes a world famous pumpkin
Pumpkin
bread.
That's right. The Clarks and their pumpkin bread. Mm-mm-mm.
Now, I'm a pound cake fool. I love the pound cake.
I like
Yeah.
pumpkin.
Bread too. That stuff's good.
But what sucks, moto mining, is when you're in my trade and you're swinging steel and it's 41 below.
Right.
Brr.
Oh,
I do
yes.
HVAC work, so whenever I get called out, it's because their heat don't work and it's cold out, or it's hot out and their air conditioning don't work.
Because
Right.
nobody checks it before the season. I'm the only person in the world that's like, let me see if my air conditioner is going to work before it's 100 degrees outside. Right?
There you go.
Yep.
Commercial air conditioning services.
Guys, all you got to do is when it's beautiful, wonderful weather outside, you got your windows open and you're enjoying it, just go to your system and turn it on and make sure it works when the weather's nice. Turns out, and then if it doesn't work, you can call in a technician and not have to wait 2 weeks because everybody else called.
Keep your filters changed.
Yes. Go on, guys. Go on now. I don't know.
Back
Make sure your poles ain't dirty.
to Flash Bash, we failed to mention the one thing that brings everybody to Flash Bash, and that's Dano balls.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dano balls. That's with the Z, brothers. That's with the Z. But if you like peanut butter and chocolate, they're delicious.
I love peanut butter.
Chad was going, okay, good. Yeah, they're peanut butter, chocolate treat. They resemble a Buckeye. So others would call them Buckeyes candies here. Dano calls them Dano balls. So
I was in California and found a massive buckeye on the side of the mountain, and it blew my mind because out here they were like this big, and out there it was like this big.
they have Buckeyes in Cali? I've never seen a Buckeye tree in Cali.
I'll see if I can find it somewhere. I got it somewhere around here. It was on the side of the mountain, and just I found one, and then I started seeing them everywhere, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm taking this home with me. I shipped it back home.
Terry Marshall just said, has anyone seen the gold prices in Australia? They jumped $25.
Oh, wow.
So I just now looked at gold prices here. We're at 1788 with no movement. And I'll continue with silver. It dropped 20 cents to 293.67. Platinum at 1,000, down 27. Palladium 24.98, down 118. Interesting. So I don't know what happened with gold in Australia. It jumped up 25 bucks.
I haven't even looked at the price of gold in a long time.
Well, it's been fluctuating quite a bit here lately.
I found an app for your phone from it's called CoinFacts, and it's PCGS, and they list on the bottom of this coin app. They list the price every day. They update it every day for me, so that's how I get to see it. It shows it to me on an app. Just if anybody cares. Any of your coin hunters.
Hey, hey, when I was in California, I went into a store to get a drink and a glass piece because I didn't have one. So I went in there and I bought it with cash, and then she gave me some cash and change back. And when she dropped the change in my hand, it sounded funky. So I was like,
Silver.
It was. I thought it was a fake quarter at first. So I called it my lucky quarter the whole time I was there. This is it.
Nice.
Got it. That's awesome. Keep that luck. Keep that luck with you forever. Yep.
You can see where I scratched it too.
Oh man.
That's just giving it some character.
See, it's a 1963.
Nice.
Last year.
Hear it.
Last year of silver quarters.
And silver quarters are a little bit tougher, aren't they? Because the U.S. government asked everybody to turn them in. Isn't it a little bit harder to find the silver quarters?
I think a lot of people have been trying, but I got a couple buddies that just go buy quarters for the hell of it, just to see if I can find them. And
I love it. I love coin searching.
$500 and not found one.
Yep.
I got $500 in quarters now.
Yeah. Right. Cash it in
I'm not
later.
gonna go spend $500 on quarters.
Yeah.
For a box of quarters to search for silvers. But
Yeah,
I believe the West Point Mint quarters, if you're lucky, you can find those. Those are worth about $20.
Dang.
Yeah, there's a very low mintage. Very low.
No, I'd like to get. I used to like buy gold back in the day before I did any of this. Like I bought like 2 grams one time and had it. It was in a little sleeve and everything. It was a little bar, and I had it. I sold it a while back because I didn't think nothing about it. And then I started prospecting. I was like, man, I wish I'd have kept all that.
Yeah, I've got a coin shop down the road from me that sells these little, you can get little gram bars, and I'm like, I think about it at least once a week where I'm like, I should probably just go get a little gram bar. I should just have some. I should just keep them stored up.
Now I got a bunch of like little silver gram bars, just like little ones. They're in my storage unit also, but
There's nothing wrong with doing that, Rose. It's not a bad idea if you want to, if you want to, buy a little gold.
Yeah.
Little gram bars. It's very tradable.
Yeah.
That way.
Tuck it away. Just tuck it away for a rainy day. Or I figured the worst comes to worst is if I hoard it forever, then I can put them into little treasure boxes and give them to my kids when I die or something,
There you go.
That's how I look at it, is I want to hoard it all and then give it to my family. That's what I want to do.
Remember, it all adds up.
That it does. That it does.
It may take a little bit, but it adds up.
Right. And it's no different than having investments. It's just an investment you keep in your safe.
Yeah.
You keep stored for when you need it. Call me crazy.
It will never totally lose its value.
Right.
No, it won't.
It can go up and down just like anything else, but any other stock you have, any other investment you make can go up and down too.
Right. Well, here, check it out. You could take a gram of gold, let's say it's worth $60, right? Work it into a piece of jewelry and get double that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm so there.
You can do the same thing with pay dirt.
Yeah, right.
that
Well,
all adds up too.
Yeah,
Right. And you mean buying or selling?
like selling.
Selling, right? Yeah, because you find your goal and you sell. Let's say you sell a grand bag, right? Gold is going for uh, let's say $60 a gram, but your gold is only 22 carats, so it's not really worth $60. And then you're charging 70 to $80 for that bag plus shipping. So yeah, it's a better way of selling it. I like to sell it to people who want to buy it for spot price. I'm happy.
It's a tough market, though. It's a tough market.
It is a very tough market.
I took 5 grams of gold that, well, not really 5. I mean, I can't really remember right off, but I had a bunch of gold that I found in South Carolina. I sent it to Hidden Village Creations, which is the gold panner. He's from British Columbia. He's got a YouTube channel, the Gold Panner, and I sent him some. And he turned it into a glass piece for me.
Oh,
It's pretty
cool.
Wow, wow. That would be really awesome.
I
think
know
I got it
I
somewhere.
know a glass blower from the Carolinas, Jeremy, from
Right.
North Carolina. He'll put pickers and nuggets into little glass things you can wear around your neck. Actually, Ottis Farris should have his by now.
Oh, that is
think.
awesome.
Nice.
There's his logo.
Yeah, that's a really cool idea.
I mean, there's a little chunk in there.
Yeah.
There,
Yep.
there. Oh, wrong spot. There, and the whole thing is blown with it too. So, and the
That's cool.
sunlight, it glows like gold. It's pretty cool.
Gorgeous.
It's my prized possession. Hard work.
Reminds me it's time for a safety meeting, Brewer
Hey.
says.
Safety meeting.
Safety meeting. Did you see that, Ed? Ottis says I got it.
And his wife stole it. Yeah. I'm sure it wouldn't break because I packaged it very well. That means Richard Davis should have got his package also. So.
I still got to send him a package too.
Yes.
I love how everybody's like, safety meeting, safety meeting.
Safety meeting now.
Everybody has to be safe. What can we say?
And guess what, Ed? We actually made it to 10 o'clock.
Oh, we knew Chad could do it. We knew Chad could do it. Goes by pretty quick, Chad.
Oh yeah, I was in there with Adam on his last one, so I kind of caught the drift on it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's been fun. So one of the things, what is your, where are you planning on taking your YouTube channel from here? I mean, are you thinking about doing more, doing something different? You have
I'm
other
gonna
channels?
pick up a little bit here in the near future. Right now, I mean, my whole plan whenever I started it was there's a lot of people out there that are interested in it that can't get out to go do it. That was my main goal, was to give them experience without actually having to be there to experience.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's, that's what we were talking about earlier too. That's the painter is like that. It's for those, basically it's for those people that can't get out all the time or don't have experience or want to learn. And again, selling painter is a hard business.
Oh,
Very hard. Very hard.
Yeah. So that was really my main goal with it, because I mean I know people got different things going on. And that's why I drop a video every week, because I mean, now that I've been dropping a video every week, it's almost like I feel like I'm expected to drop one now.
Yep.
Not that
Well,
I'm not
you
expecting
know.
to rope me, but I do it out of my own will because I like to get out there. I feel like if I don't go, I get lazy. So I force myself to go. That way I
That's-
stay.
Yeah, it's not a feeling, it's a fact. You are expected to produce one a week now that you do it.
Yeah.
We're expected to be here every week
Yep.
on Tuesday nights.
And we have been for 4 years now, buddy.
I can't imagine what it's going to be like the one time we miss a week.
Oh man.
You know, I know because I have shows that I watch. I have YouTube shows that I watch all the time. And when they don't come on, I'm
Yeah.
now what do I do? It's like trying to quit cigarettes.
It's not just the fan base, it's also the YouTube algorithm. So as you're trying to hit that 1,000 mark, you've got to keep those videos coming out. You got to keep them coming out regularly at a certain time frame. Got to get the right tags in there. It's stressful. It's almost, for me, it's almost not fun. For me, it's really kind of a disappointment that YouTube has set such rigorous standards for these incredible channels who have lives, who have jobs, to try to get out there and introduce themselves to people. And then YouTube's like, well, you got to do it this way or nobody's ever going to see you. And it's so frustrating.
When it comes to YouTube gurus, though, pick one good one and stick with it. You know, there's tons of people out there that sell you on the algorithm stuff and this and that, tips and tricks, but
it's simple. It's consistency. Same
Like
time, same week. Keep your videos a certain length and make sure you throw tags in it. And for the most part, that's going to do it. And then until you're lucky and you get some viral video that blows you up, but
well, yeah, thumbnails, are
Yeah.
they clickable? Your
Yeah.
title, are
Yeah.
they eye-catching?
Yeah.
You know,
Try to give somebody a thumbnail that way they can see it and be like, oh, what's this?
Yep.
Right. Well, and like Brian says, editing is so time consuming. You know,
that's what I love so much about live streaming. There is no editing.
All my editing on my phone.
Yep.
Right.
The video edit and I mean, I'll be doing it while I'm going down the road on the way home. I'm already.
Don't tell people that. Don't give me
For all I know, there's tons of you out there that use your phones for your main device, edit on it and everything. There is one YouTuber influencer that I highly recommend if it's with your phone, and that's D Nimmin. His channel's Master Your Mobile, and he's a great down-to-earth guy. Huh?
Send me his link whenever we get off of here.
Oh, will do. Will do. He's a great guy. He gives tons of great advice on mobile apps, editing apps, all kinds of stuff. I don't do a lot from my phone, but I watch him and his brother for kind of tips and tricks. Not as much now as I used to, but I like their personalities too. And they're no BS stuff, you know. I trust what they put down.
Now, eventually, I got to get somebody to go out there with me to hold a camera because I feel like that's the only way I'm gonna be able to step my game up.
You know the problem with that is, and Ed will tell you this. You get somebody to come out there and hold a camera for you, and next thing you know, they're out there digging with you. The next thing you know, you're videoing them.
Right.
That happens all the time.
Been there, done that. And so if you're a college student in video production in the Lima, Ohio area, feel free, email me at flashinyourpan.com and let's talk about you being a cameraman.
Some internship for school.
Then and maybe editor too. But There was a time I loved editing.
Oh, I love editing. I have fun doing it.
I
The biggest thing I've learned about editing is how to keep everything in editing.
That's mostly because I concentrate a lot on the show now.
Well,
But
Heavy Metal Detective says, I started watching Chad a few weeks ago. Hope to meet up with him on the river one day.
you might. You might.
Definitely. I mean, I've rolled up on random people in the river sometimes. Never expected to see anybody there, and they pop
Right.
out from a rock. I'm like, oh, what's up?
That's true,
They
Moto.
have
The more you edit, the better you get too.
Oh yeah. Now my editing has improved a lot since my first video. Definitely.
Oh, everybody's first video's a pile of doo-doo. I know mine are.
Oh yeah. I always look back at my first video and I'm just like, oh man.
That was bad. Oh,
Yeah.
you should see
Barely
the
hear me. Like, ooh, it was horrible.
I use my first videos are made with a Kodak Easy Share camera that I could only do 10 minutes of filming at a time with. Oh man, it was bad. But you know, your camera is shoddy, then you get better equipment, better software, you get better, you get more creative. Yeah, it's huh?
Rose is muted.
Again.
I did. Sorry, guys.
I'm
I'm
sitting
trying to
doing
be
this.
polite
I'm
by
like,
muting. Yeah.
no, I can't hear you.
Sorry. I was saying that we were scared to even look at the camera. We didn't even want to. We didn't even want to
Right.
put our face towards it. We kept turning away from it and backing up from it. And
Now that was the hardest thing to come over in the beginning was holding the
Yeah.
camera in front of my face like this and being like, what's up everybody? Like I'm talking to nobody in the woods. So like the people that I randomly came across in the beginning in the woods and I'm out there talking to myself in the middle of nowhere, they're like, what are you doing? Like,
I think that's the first thing you got to get over is
yeah.
the fact that you're sitting there talking to yourself or talking to a camera, you know, in a
But see, I
crowd.
went out in the woods before by myself before I ever started doing video. And I'd have nobody with me, and I'd sit there and talk to myself in my head the whole day, like I'm having a conversation with y'all. And then I get in my vehicle and go home, and I was like, I really just talked to myself for 9 hours out here.
You do, but now that you think about it, now you look at that camera and you are talking to everybody else.
Oh yeah, that's how I look at it now. I look at it when I shoot my videos like everybody's sitting there on the other side of the screen.
Yes. Now it's
Brian just commented, camera guys are a pain in the butt.
We love our
They
camera guys.
go to the bathroom and ask what I'm doing.
we give 2 thumbs up to camera guys here. The Vixens love their camera guys.
Oh yeah.
I do need to get back to those, Terry, but I would have to clean my shop, and I've tried starting like how many times, Jesse? A dozen, and then I stop, and then it gets cluttered again.
Wait a minute. Why do you need to clean your shop? You've never done it in the past.
Well, now I actually have no workplace because the only clean spot is my one corner with all my prospecting goodies. Where
I
I
have to keep everything I own prospecting wise in my vehicle.
And if you guys don't think that his shop is a mess, check out my video on my channel.
Jesse has yeah,
I panned around his shop.
it's a
I have
mess.
no room for anything. This is my stand right here. Oh, let me turn this around. That's my humble home over there. Good old 28-foot fifth wheel, baby.
Hey, it works.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you
Guess
don't
what?
you don't
I ain't got no house payment.
That's right.
Pay cash money for that bad boy.
Yeah, but it's true, Otis. It's true. And he did that video two 2 years ago, I think, when we were at my house. You could also see some of it when Adam was here one time too. It's a mess. And it's
Honest, honest. I always throw Ed under the bus.
a mess. It's Ed's fault.
Speaking of
Ask
Adam,
Ruby.
Right.
You're still up?
Oh yeah. Oh, I didn't tell you, did I? She's off work for the next month
Oh, yeah,
we're-
that's right. That's right.
because of her hip. Yeah. So she went to the doctor's Monday, and doctor took her off for another 4 weeks.
I hope she stays on for another 4 weeks after that, and forever after that.
Oh, yeah, Brian Wilder's seen my shop too. Yes, it's a mess. I admit it. It's a mess. Just call me Messy Marvin.
and when I went and visited Adam up in Franklin, where he lives at, up in, I can't remember exactly, but I went up to his house and we stayed there the last night before we went and flew back, me and Andrew, and we passed out in his gazebo back there. That's where we
Yeah.
just crashed out at that night. And me and Tant was back there, and it was about 1 in the morning, and he was like, "You hear that?" And I was like, "Hear what?" And then I heard it too. It was like a scratching noise, but it was on the fence of the back wall of his property. And then it like squeezed through it. It was a giant skunk. I think it was like, this thing was like 10 feet from us. I was like, "Don't move. We gotta
Don't.
fly back." And I don't want to have to smell this all the way home.
Oh, I don't know if they let you on the plane. Sorry, you're stuck here at
Oh, yeah.
the Sacramento airport smelling like a skunk. Better
Oh,
get
yeah.
a tomato juice bath.
But I got to hang out with old Ziggy and his dog and hung out in his shop in there. That's pretty cool.
Ziggy looks like he's a cute little kid.
Oh yeah, he's a mess. He's cool.
He's a mess.
Oh, I haven't played nothing for decades, John. Let me see. There was something up here. Oh,
Oh, and I
Really?
got this. This is pretty cool. This was made in Afghanistan.
oh, cool.
That's nice. Is that a patch?
Yeah. My
That's
buddy
nice.
he was over there working on airplanes, and one of his guys out there, some Afghan guy, makes patches for the base, for like the military and all
Right,
their
right.
different branches and everything. And he was like, "What's this?" Like, because he showed him the logo, and he's like, "What branch is this?" And I was like, he's like, "This ain't a branch, dude. This is just like a YouTube prospecting channel." He's like, "Oh, okay." But he made it for me out there, and there was only one other one made, and Tant has it. And I think my buddy, no, there's 3, and my buddy's brother has one too. So that's pretty cool, because evidently we're not going to be going back there for a while. So I kind of wish I had that guy's contact info.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome, because he did good work on this. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
Looks
fun.
really good.
Beautiful. Yeah.
And
That's
it's
sewn. That's a
from my
sewn
business.
patch, right?
So what?
That's a sewn patch. It's sewn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all hand sewn. This dude did this.
Sewn?
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
I still don't know how they do this. It's blown my mind.
Practice, practice, practice.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, if that's all you do for a living, I mean, I guess you get good at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, definitely on that, huh? Well, brothers, sister, we're 14 minutes into overtime. I know Chad wakes up early. He's in construction. I wake up early. I know you're not, Jesse, so I know Rose wakes up pretty early too, huh, sis?
Moderately
What time is
early. Moderately early.
See, what time is it?
It's
It's
quarter
10.
after 10.
It's 10:14 here. Yeah, I'll be out about 12.
Yeah, I'll get to bed about 12, 1 on Tuesday nights usually. So, but the rest of the week I try and get to bed at least by midnight or 11, unless I'm unless I'm dead tired. Jesse, up by noon. That's about right.
I'm usually up about 8. I get up around 8 o'clock in the morning.
Thank you, Terry. On that note, Indiana Tunes is supposed to be our guest next week, but I don't know if that's going to be happen, to be honest with the Flash fam. I've requested photos for thumbnails for over a week now and haven't got any reply back from Joey or Lou. So I don't know what's gonna happen. It might end up being 2 open line Tuesdays in a row unless I could sneak in a special guest on the fly. Maybe Brian Wilder or something from Bering Sea Gold or something.
That's Reed's rig sticker.
Yeah,
I don't have his new.
that looks like a giant blue bowl on top of a banjo pan with my creation in it. Does that banjo pan have a micromat in it?
It does.
I was the very first one in gold prospecting history to do that.
Oh man.
Ed was one of the beta testers for that pan.
Yeah. I was also the first to use it as a cleanup sluice. Mike Pun will even say that. Because that's how I did my beta test, and it was dead of winter, freaking cold winter too, and I think my own little private Idaho was like completely frozen. So all I had was my shed. So I used it as a cleanup sluice, and that's the only way I use a banjo pan now.
Yeah.
Nothing but a cleanup sluice. And everything I own has Dream Mat in it. Everything.
I have has Dream Mat in it, except for my Robinson.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
I was
I like
one
those
of
drop rigs.
I was one of Dave's beta testers on his mats also. When he first come out with the mats, I've been working with the mats ever since he brought them out.
Yeah, we've been working with David for a long time. Great product.
Oh yeah, he's good people.
Yeah, he is.
Weird. He's weird.
Aren't we all, Jesse?
Yes, we are. But it was fun hanging out with him last month. I got to go up to Montana.
Yeah, I
to see
would have
him.
loved to make the grand opening of Dream Mat.
That'd have been cool.
Yeah, that was fun.
Thanks for joining us, Chad. I greatly appreciate you hanging out with us.
I appreciate you having me on here.
Hey, any friend of Adam is a friend of mine, man. And
yeah.
Ottis Farris said it was really great meeting you on the South Yuba. He said you greeted him by, may you have heavy pans. And then he saw you later that night, too.
Actually, I think I seen him. Yeah, I did. I seen him. I was walking down the river. And
Ottis.
he was over there panning right next to it. And I seen the guy, and I was like, hey, how's it going?
Ottis, great guy.
Yeah.
I had the pleasure of meeting him on the Yuba myself.
Yeah, me too.
And I'll be seeing that guy again on the river, I know. But I know we could probably take this on to another hour or so, but I know we have to wake up soon, minus Jesse. Again, I appreciate it, Chad. Everyone out there, thank you so much for joining us tonight. All the super chatters, thank you very much. Don, Brockton, and Wes from Hippie. I greatly appreciate it. Gets me that much closer to seeing my mom for her 90th. Rain or shine, guest or no guest, we'll be live next week.
Sure.
And until then, may you always have a flash in your pan.
You know what he's gonna say next.
That's right, because it does happen. Huh, Ottis? Huh, Smith's Gold? Huh, Rose?
Really does.
Even ERRT Radio. Maybe one day too. We'll meet you on the river. Good night, everybody. God bless. Thank you all.
Bye,
Love you
guys.
all.
Night, Terry. Brian, call in tomorrow.
We'll see y'all on the creek.
Have a good one, man.
Bye, Mark.
And Shad, everybody, well, most everybody in the chat room is saying, we're glad you were here. They enjoyed the show. They liked what you were saying. So, yes. And yes, LBPA for life.
Definitely. Definitely. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.